Folks, how we doing? You are staring at the first red tractor we've ever had on video, I think. Have we had a red tractor now that I say that?
You'd think I'd know the answer. No, I don't think so.
Well, I don't think we have. I'm pretty sure this is the first time. So this is a Mahindra 2126 HST cab, if you couldn't tell. Mahindra reached out a little while back, earlier this year, and said, hey, you know, what do you think about putting one of our tractors in some videos, testing it out, playing around with it? I was like, well, I've never had a red tractor. I like trying new things. I was like, what's the catch? And they're like, well, we want you to make videos and, you know, just give honest reviews. What you like about it, don't like about it. Just do what you do. We like your channel. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll do that. So anyway, here we are. This thing just landed in Michigan a couple days ago. When was that? Well, very end of last week, about 4 days ago. I haven't done anything with it. I did move it from point A to point B, and that was it. My first reaction was, wow, to be honest, this looks pretty sweet. It's a lot nicer looking than I was expecting. We've seen Mahindra, weren't they at the farm show? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably the last time we took any kind of a look at Mahindra. From what I know about them, they are, I believe, the largest by like quantity tractor manufacturer in the world, okay? Not the US, but worldwide we're talking about. They're huge. These are made in India. A lot of manufacturers are over there in India. We actually get a few products manufactured ourselves over in India too. It's a real hotbed. You know, it's really high quality, a lot of great engineering going on over there, but it's a low cost sector. So it makes a lot of sense. We're gonna take you through just kind of look at this. There's literally, I mean, when I say it's brand new, like we haven't pulled the plastic off anything. The seat did not have plastic on it. Look at that seat though. Nice looking seat. But this thing is, you know, brand spanking new. So really cool. We're gonna kind of go front to back on this, show you what we know about it right now, because I did drive it from there to there and then there to there, and that's what I know about it. So we're gonna check this thing out. This is how it came. I know they have an open station and the cab version. There's also a 2123, I believe, is the lower horsepower variant. So starting with the loader, it is quick attach. You can visually tell that when you're looking. Most tractors these days are quick attach, but it's got a pin here that you can pull out to set and release the loader off of the tractor if you want to, and it has parking stands right there that are built in. Again, most tractors are going to have that feature available on there. Most tractor owners are not taking their loaders off. Maybe they are for service. This is going to have a belly mower that gets put on it too. It's going to end up having a third function and some rear remotes on there as well. So third function will run up front to operate a grapple or a hydraulically angled snowplow, that kind of thing. Has the levers here, all right? Always look for this. Most, not all tractors these days are going to have a skid steer quick attach. Super critical. You want to be able to take that bucket off, put pallet forks on, put the grapple on, put the snowplow on, put a snow pusher. The list goes on and on and on. So you want to have that capability. Standard looking bucket here. It does have holes that are pre-drilled to add on a cutting edge, so that's nice to see there too. I don't know what the capacity is. I did look online. I didn't see the capacity of the bucket, but it's going to be right in the ballpark of all the others. Actually, does it say on here? No, but it is a 55-inch wide bucket, and it weighs 68.5 kilograms. There you go. Bucket level indicator. All right, very nice. This looks similar to what comes on, well, maybe the rod does. This bracket's a little bit different. Actually, just a nice little wing nut there to twist and set this. So a bucket level indicator similar to what's on Deeres that I see a lot too. So you can set it so that whatever implement you're using, whether it's a bucket with the bottom edge that you want to know when it's level with the ground, you can have it line up and this little bend be right in the crook. If it's a different one for a different level for pallet forks or for your snow pusher, for whatever tool you have on there, you can just quickly loosen that up, adjust this up and down, and then whenever it's level, you'll visually know from the operator seat. Moving on, I do like this. I love, that's a metal guard on here covering the cross tube, the torque tube on there with the hoses that are going across. That's a nice touch on there. You've got the additional crossbar down there, just keeping everything in sync with those loader paddles. Grill guard on here. Oh man, you know what?
Mm-hmm. I know what you're thinking.
You know what I'm thinking? Justin's gonna come over here with his little fancy laser thing and measure up to get a grill guard for this. I guarantee it. 511 Designs, they've got the grill guards for everything. They're gonna, I guarantee they had one out of this. So really nice basic guard here. Actually, I like this laser cutout. That looks sharp too. You know, haven't opened up the hood yet.
It's over here.
If you got to move the grill guard out of the way first, probably. Let me swing this open. That's super nice and easy.
It says open.
Oh, shoot, right there. Oh, that was hard. That was really hard. Get that up. Okay, sweet. So that just stays open with the little stand there. So here's a nice look at the engine compartment. This is a Mitsubishi engine, I do believe. Do we have that on there anywhere that you can see, Chris?
I don't see it.
It is putting out about 25 horsepower.
There it is.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah, it's upside down, but I'll turn it.
Man, look at that battery access. That's really nice. Fuse right here. Battery, easy to get to. What about the lights? Lights, easy to get to. Wow. Good engine compartment access. Wonder how these side panels just have a little wing nut there to pull these out too. Well, that's really well thought out. That's a good design there. Nice, easy, clean access. Unlike some, I can't even say brands across the board, but there's just certain models that sometimes I feel like these engineers give up on when they're designing engine compartment access, and they're like, they can deal with it. Well, they just did it the old school, simple way, and I really like that. Kind of has some nice, I don't know, it's got a nice aesthetic. That's what the kids are saying these days, aesthetic to it. With the headlights and everything else there. There. Now this is, I think this is plastic.
Sounds like it.
I think that's plastic. Plastic. Let me open that back up. I think that's all. No, that's metal down here. But the main shell, oh boy. Let's do it on the inside.
There you go.
Folks, we are proud to be sponsored by RimGuard Solutions, a liquid ballast weight. It goes right inside your tires, completely hidden. Not only is it going to help with safety, keeping those rear tires planted on the ground, it helps with loader efficiency and traction too. The benefits of RimGuard include being the heaviest all-natural liquid ballast weight on the market. It's not going to corrode your rims like the old calcium chloride. It's not going to freeze, and it's available at over 1,000 dealers nationwide. Find the dealer near you at rimguardsolutions.com. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, well, moving on from that, loader capacity is a hair under 1,400 pounds, which is pretty darn solid. Now, I did notice on Mahindra's website, the cab version is a hair under 1,400 pounds, while the open station version is closer to 1,500 pounds. There's like a 90-pound capacity difference. So I don't know why that is, but anyway, that's what I saw on the website. This one came with the R4 tires on there. You can still see the nubbies on there. Let's see what that front axle looks like. Pretty robust. Actually, the tie rods are all hanging up pretty high, actually, which is good. Out of the way. Pretty good ground clearance all around down there. And grease, yeah, got some grease zerks on there too. Yeah, that's all pretty standard drive shaft coming out the back. Boom. Okay, easy access over here, Chris, if you want to show them. Got the fuel filter and easy access to the dipstick. Gosh, what tractor? There was some tractor we had for a while, and that dipstick was Summit. Yeah, Summit's was actually hard to get. They did come out with a redesigned dipstick, but this one's just obviously nice and easily accessible. Okay, so here's all the loader hydraulics, everything coming down here to this connection area. It is all nice and compact in this area, but that does concern me a bit. Hanging down, you know. Potential area to get smacked by something. You drive over a stump, or I don't know, a big log. You know, get the front tire over and then kind of sets down and whacks it on the back one. I don't know how I feel about that. That might be an area that we want to get some protection on, a guard of some kind. Or maybe I wonder if that could be rotated 90 degrees. It'd be kind of up and out of harm's way. Now these mirrors, really nice mirrors. Big old mirrors on here on both sides, okay? And these, they move, they can fold in. They were all folded in for transport. Bumped them back out. I don't know if they go any further. They do go a little bit further than that. I think I had them, I think I had it right here. The door would open. Yeah, door opens in that location there. So that's good. Now, lights too. You got the headlights on here. I believe we have to turn these on at night. I think these are LEDs on the front and on the back. Got some high mounted flashers on there. Flashers way up top too. That's really nice. Good visibility. I keep, you know, when it gets dark so early, late fall throughout winter and early spring, I mean, lighting for safety, you know, when I'm pushing snow or down by the road at all, that's really nice to have. Fuel fill right here in the back since we're here. That's wiper fluid fill right there too. Tempered glass all around. I mean, they put glass in every inch that they could. They weren't skimping on that at all. Got the sight window down here so you can see what's going on behind too. Did I mention this has air conditioning? They were like, do you want the open station or the cab? And I said, I want the cab with the AC. Thank you, please. Chris wanted the open station so we could throw a rhino hide canopy on it. I get it. Antenna. You noticing anything that I'm missing, Chris?
No. There's 2 ports right here for something.
I did see those. I wondered if they might have some models that have
3-point?
Yeah, 3-point, like up and down, raise and lower. Seen some tractors with that, and sometimes they'll just reuse fenders for different models of tractors. I don't know what those are for though, for sure. That's just a guess. But nice big fenders on here for the rear tires, keep that mud from splashing up and around on everything. So it'll contain everything in there, and they look like they're pretty easy to clean off too. So that's nice. Backside, got your standard Cat 1 3-point on here. Got a drawbar down below, 540 RPM, rear PTO. So this has something that a lot of tractors in this class don't have, which is the telescoping draft links. Let's see. Oh, that's down there like that. So you just pop that out, and then you can just easily adjust and then reset, you know, to a different position. The inner tube and the outer tube, you know, you can just set it however you want. So we're going to end up putting a quick hitch on here, though. We got to get this set up with a little bit of ballast weight. I'll just throw that back.
Speaking of ballast weight, it doesn't look like the rear tires can use wheel weights.
No,
so
that is something you see a lot. I don't know why it's just this size of tractor. It's just kind of the 2 series. You know, these are 12.4 by 16s on there, but anything in this size range, for whatever reason, they're just not drilled out and don't accept wheel weights on there. So that's the same thing for the John Deere 2025R, the Coyote CK series, Kubota B series.
The Summit was the same thing.
Huh?
Summit was the same thing.
Yeah, Summit was the same way. It's everything in the small compact size with these wheels. So wheel manufacturers, maybe chime in, or like why you don't do it, or maybe add some holes and then we can get some wheel weights on here. Every other size tractor, the subcompacts and all the larger compacts, all have them. It's just this size for some reason. So we're going to end up putting rim guard, liquid ballast inside the tires. I'm not sure how much we can get in here. Maybe 500 pounds. Could be a little bit more, a little bit less. So rim guard has a calculator on their website. You can plug in the tire size and it'll tell you exactly how much. So we'll do that for sure, but we're going to add on a quick hitch and a weight bracket, and then 8 70-pound suitcase weights on there, and get some good ballast, because we're going to plan on testing this thing out and playing around with it, and I want to make sure I'm nice and stable. All right, let's hop inside. Oh, rear wiper.
Yeah, that's what your wiper fluid's for.
Front wiper. What do you think this is for?
Yeah, I kind of saw that. No, that's not. Wait, that's
No,
not. Is it electrical?
Is it for like a strobe light, like another light mount or something? Maybe?
Yeah, exactly right. It's for the if you're clearing snow or whatever.
Yeah,
You know,
like,
yeah.
Cool.
Wired up for you, huh?
All right.
You gonna pull these covers off? You're gonna run them the whole time with that?
I don't know. I mean, maybe I might just keep the covers on.
Sure.
What am I? There we go.
Side by side pedals, thank goodness.
Yeah. Those there. Oh, I need to get some snips. Some of these are.
The throttle's over there.
Yeah. So this is going to be, that's kind of electronic 3-point control for precision. So that's going to be fun to play around with. So you get some real, you know how you can still put it on here. Oh, they have a top and a bottom. That's cool. So you can set a max if you want to go, you know, like say you don't want to go any higher than that. Same thing with this one going lower, but you can just set that and then boom, that's your top position. Same thing down here in the bottom. Position control. That's what they kind of reference that as. This must be a slot for, I don't know what, they probably use it for this panel for multiple tractors. So again, we're going to get the rear remotes and the third function installed. I'm going to guess that these are for the rear remotes right there. Could be wrong, but I guess. Here's our throttle up and down. This is our electronic engaged PTO. Very easy. Believe this is cruise control. I'll have to play around with that. You know, this is something, okay, this was on an overrated list that I had years ago, cruise control. I really basically never used it, but I still don't use it all the time, but we have this long gravel lane here and I've got a pretty long driveway, main driveway as well. And I will put cruise control on going up and down the driveway and up and down this lane. So
not when you're driving, but when you're going slow grading, right?
No, not when I'm grading. I'd like to have more control, but just when I'm driving. You know, if I'm covering long distance, you know, if I'm like, say I got to go get a delivery up, you know, semis don't pull in our driveway, they just pull along the road. And so I'll go down there and whatever. I just put it in cruise and look around and see what's going on. Enjoy the time. Loader joystick here. Dump, curl. No, sorry. Lower, raise, dump, curl, and then we got the fast dump, I do believe, or maybe it's fast curl. We'll turn it on and we'll play around with it. Maybe it's fast curl, or no, it's got to be just fast dump. I don't know. That's a symbol. I don't know what that symbol means, but normally that's fast dump over there. Then we got flashers, really just a simple control panel. I like this. Lit up nice though. You see that? Did you see that? Let me do that again because that was nice. That's a nice display. That's pretty, I think it's nice.
That's just funny.
Good display there. Oh, look at that too. Let me turn it on again. Operator. Does that mean I'm in the seat? Oh yeah. In the seat, out of the seat. In the seat. Wow, I've never seen that before. Huh. I don't know what that means. Brake. Hey, look at that. And I'm in neutral.
What does that PTO button mean?
I don't know. Oh, now the PTO's on. So that's like PT. Oh, green must be like safe. You know? So like we're in neutral. I just put the brake on. PTO's off. Operator in the seat. So it's like full safety checklist.
Okay.
That's a really cool visual right there. That's clean and simple, and there's no clutter.
I'm coming around the other side.
Yeah, why don't you come around the other side?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm glad I thought of it. Have our lights here. What do we got? I don't know what that is. Lights, parking lights or something. So there's just that lit up. I don't know if anything else lit up or not, but anyway. There's a horn button, turn signals, flashers. There we go. What's this one? What do you think that is?
High beams. It's these curved lights out here.
Huh. Good
So
old-
do the other switch below it.
Okay, let me turn that off. There's one click. Anything?
Nothing.
Another click.
That's your regular headlights. That's go back off. That's on. That's the curved ones again. So you're using the top switch. Yeah. Okay. Same.
Cool.
I was confused. For
I
a
mean, it'll
second.
probably be easier for me to do it at night.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on. Let's get the old manual out of here. Oh, okay. Got our PTO select, rear and mid. Again, there'll be a belly mower on here at some point. Okay, so we got the rear and the mid, or run both. Running both is probably kind of odd. When have we done that? We've done that. We ran both, I think, on the 1025R, potentially with a mid-mount mower and maybe the sweep ball on the back or something. I feel like we ran both at one point.
I have no memory.
I think it's a pretty rare scenario. I don't know. Let us know if you would use the mid and the rear for some combination. I know there's a combination. It's just pretty rare. But it's there. It's kind of built in. I think most tractors, if they have the mid and the rear, have the ability to run both at the same time. Then we got some electric stuff.
You skipped something. At least I didn't hear it. This is a 3 range.
Oh, it is a 3 range. Yeah. Low, neutral, medium, neutral, and high. So for, well, let's see. The John Deere 2025 does not have that. I don't think that Coyote CX, I feel like that was a 2 range. Maybe that was a 3 range. I can't remember for sure. The Summit, that was just high and low, right?
Yeah, I think so. All of a sudden, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah. Don't get old. Memory really starts to go. But I do know that having a 3 range on a tractor this size is not even close to being standard. So there's a lot of tractors that don't have that. So the ability to have, I live in medium, like on all my Coyotes, unless I'm doing like really heavy duty ground engaging work, like tilling, primarily tilling, when I'll put it in low, but most other work is done in medium, even just moving around. Because high, on driving around on high, even down the gravel lane, it's just it can be too bumpy. But on the lawn and on the trails and everywhere else, high is just too fast. It's for like paved roads, really. So medium it's just the right combo of speed and torque. So that's great. I love that. I'll be living in that range for sure. A little storage there, for a phone. Good for a phone. Have some, got a USB. There you go. See that? Mm-hmm. And the 12 volt.
You have to say, we don't need USB-A in 2025. We need USB-C. Come on, Mahindra.
Yeah. And then a cup holder there. Seat belt. So these are adjustable. Okay, so you can adjust them up and down. You just spin these little dials here. Spin it all one way so you can see how that drops down.
You're 6'3",
really chill.
Or just under. The seat's in the furthest back position.
I just measured myself yesterday. I'm 6'2" and 3/4 inches.
All right. Well, you heard it here. He's not 6'3".
That's all the way up. No, I'm 6'3". I just round up.
But how do you feel?
I feel good. You say this as far back as it goes?
There's a little lever on.
Well, so one thing is
left.
that we need to adjust is our seat. See how this is? It's a really nice seat, actually. Super nice seat. Let's see if we can add a little. Oops. I don't know. Add some more. So you'll sit up a little bit higher doing that,
And then the lever is just up and down.
Right here.
Up and down, not left and right.
Oh. This is how I prefer to operate.
Sure, I bet.
I like to really see what's going on.
And then back behind you.
Oh.
No, left. Back left, right there. This is your recline.
Oh. Okay, well.
Yeah, so those of you who want to slide all the way forward and lean way back.
This is good. I would say probably I'm about the max size you want to have in here, which is going to cover the majority of human beings on planet Earth. So, you know, again, we get random questions from time to time. I'm 6'8". I need a tractor that fits me, you know, like a small tractor, and it just doesn't exist. They're not, you know, the amount of space that you would need just to fit somebody of your unique size would be just too challenging. So anyway, but I believe this is pretty similar to the Coyote CK. Have our HVAC controls up here again, air conditioning and heat. Let's see if I turn that. What we got going on here? What am I?
No, you're right. You gotta turn it on.
Oh, I didn't have it on. I had the system off. So there, that's fan speed. That must be like recirculating or something.
Yeah.
Defrost. I don't know what these numbers mean. I don't know what any of that. I don't know the numbers. But I want it on 15.
So you got 3 vents there.
Oh wow! I didn't even pay attention to this. Let me turn that back off.
You got 3 vents here.
That's cool. You got the light. All your controls are just right here in this nice panel. Wow, that's really cool. Oh, so there's a strobe. If you get a strobe light,
Yeah.
just push that button on. Defrost, rear wiper, front wiper low, front wiper something, and front wiper high.
Must just be, maybe that's
Right.
intermittent. Maybe
Yeah, intermittent. Maybe it can't be like rain sensing though or something.
No,
right?
I'm wondering if it has 3 speeds. See, there's 3
Oh.
lines. Maybe.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah. So it looks like there's speakers that are in here in the front, but there's no radio. Looks like an optional radio. I don't really care. You know, I've got radios in some of my tractors and some of them I don't. I either put AirPods in or sometimes I just don't listen. Actually, lots of times I don't listen to anything. I just like, it's not that loud. I like to hear the tractor do its thing. I like to know when the tractor's straining so I can respond more actively that way. But plenty of vents here. I'm wondering, I don't see any venting up here. So for defrost, it must
You
be,
should turn them.
must be these guys. Look at that. I wonder if it has to be down the whole way.
No.
No. You can just, that's pretty cool. I like that. So when Chris sat in here for a second, I think you didn't particularly like this feature.
I don't understand it.
Well, it gives you some, you know, protection from the sun, but it doesn't block your vision like a solid visor would do. So you
I
can
think
just
it's
see,
easier to see through on camera than it is in real life, though. Well,
I can see plenty well through here to see what's going on. I mean, most of your action is going to be right down in front of you here, so that gives you your longer range visibility. It's not like you're going 65 miles an hour down the highway, so you still get your longer range visibility right here and your immediate visibility completely unobstructed down here. So there's nothing vision's not completely blocked off. I think that's a really smart touch. So
it's the first time I've seen it.
sorry about that. But I think kudos to whatever engineer did that, because I like that. I did notice the dome light comes on whenever the here, show that. This is a little thing there. I just pushed the button for the door, turned off, and then took it off, and it comes back on.
It looks like it's flickering, but it's not to the human eye.
No, it's solid. It's on.
No,
It actually looks like it's fairly bright. It's bright enough in the daylight right here where I think it actually is useful when it's dark out. Time will tell. We'll see. Down below, got a few more to uncover. That is going to be our rate of drop control, I do believe. So this controls how fast or slow the 3-point goes up and down. So you can actually, it's basically a valve that you're opening or closing. And this allows you to make it go up and down really fast or up and down really slow. And normally, up and down really slow is what you want. I don't really know when you want it to go up and down really fast. This must be 2- or 4-wheel drive. Yep, that's your selector right there. And we have locking rear differential with an actual little pedal on the end, so that's nice. There's some aftermarket folks that make bolt-on pedals or slide-on pedals for like John Deere and some others because it's too easy to slip off. It actually has a 2-inch wide pedal there for the heel, so that's nice. Am I missing anything else down here? I don't think so. So this is going to be, I got to take that cover off, but that's going to be tilt steering. So it tilts right up out of the way when you want to get out. Pull it back down. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want this to go down a little bit further. Maybe, maybe not. Time will tell. And then this guy here, this has to be the parking brake, right?
It's the only thing we haven't found.
Don't
put your brake in and pull it and see if it.
Let it go up and down. Oh, it does say parking brake instruction. Oh, to engage, press the brake pedal, pull the lever, and push down. You just gotta be smarter than me to figure this out. Then to pull and lift the lever and release. Press and release. Oh, yeah. Again, you gotta be smarter than me. Okay. Well, I think that might be...
There's one other thing I didn't hear you mention, but it's right beneath you when you step out.
Open that rear window up. Oh, that's a nice breeze we have today. Hey, it got a little hook here too. That's a nice little feature. I need hooks like all the time for things. It's just a nice little, like, you know, thoughtful touch there. You see that?
I saw it. Scan it.
Well,
there's a thing right here. Did you touch on it?
Uh-oh. I didn't. Oh, yeah, toolbox. Now, I will say, this toolbox is not huge. If you want to put it that way. Not huge. But it is. It's metal. Kind of like the old school metal. And it's got drain holes in there, so it's not gonna, water's not gonna sit there and collect. And it's kind of taking advantage of the space. Better than not having one at all. So folks, this is my initial impressions of this machine. I am looking forward to having this for a year. We're gonna do some sporadic reviews throughout the year using our own tools on here. See how it works with a different brand of tractor. Get all this stuff cleaned up, dialed in. I'm looking forward to it. Something fun, something new. Get to play around with. And I hope you stick around and, well, see what kind of projects we get done with it. I was gonna say goodbye, but then I noticed a couple of holes in the bucket, and I'm guessing some of you will pick up on that. Now, I don't know for sure, but I do know that John Deere and some others will have random holes in buckets as well. And so I'm gonna guess that those are there for transportation purposes and don't really have another function. I could be wrong, but I don't think that there's anything magical about that. But now it's time to say goodbye. And so I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to stop by. And almost got it. But now it's time to say goodbye, and I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to stop by. And until next time, stay safe. We'll see you soon.